What if love wasn't a sudden spark, but a slow, quiet fire building over time? Today, we're diving into a story that captures exactly that, a tale of first love set in the halls of high school, where every glance and whispered secret holds a universe of meaning. This isn't your typical whirlwind romance. It's a journey about being 16, navigating the confusing, wonderful, and sometimes heartbreaking world of feelings. We'll explore how two people, caught between classes and teenage drama, find their way from being just friends to something much, much more. Imagine this: two best friends, inseparable since they were kids. They share everything: secrets, jokes, even their lunch. But as they turn 16, the easy friendship starts to feel different. There's a new tension, a little bit of awkwardness in their silences, and a whole lot of unspoken feelings. We'll follow their story, watching as they grapple with these new emotions. It's a slow burn, filled with moments of near confession and missed opportunities. We see the jealousy when someone else shows interest, the quiet support during family troubles, and the little gestures that say, "I care about you more than words ever could." This is the art of first love, painted with the soft, uncertain colors of youth. The story really deepens when we explore their lives outside of school. One character comes from a picture-perfect family, or so it seems, but faces immense pressure to succeed, leaving little room for personal feelings. The other is dealing with real-life challenges at home, making them mature beyond their years, but also guarded and afraid to let anyone in. These external pressures create a realistic backdrop for their developing romance. It's not just about whether they'll get together. It's about whether they can overcome their own personal battles to even allow themselves the possibility of love. We see how their family dynamics and personal insecurities shape their actions, making their journey toward each other all the more compelling. One of the most unique elements in this story is the discovery of lost letters. Not digital messages, but old-fashioned, handwritten letters. Imagine one of them finding a box of unsent notes written by the other, filled with raw confessions and thoughts they were too scared to say out loud. This discovery becomes a turning point. It forces them to confront the feelings they've both been hiding, but it also creates a new layer of drama. Why were the letters never sent? Can they trust what was written in the past, or have things changed too much? It's a beautiful, nostalgic touch that contrasts sharply with the instant communication we're used to today. In many modern love stories, everything happens so fast. It's all about instant connection and grand, dramatic gestures. But what's so special about this story is its patience. It honors the slow, messy, and often confusing process of falling in love for the first time. It shows us that love isn't always a firework display. Sometimes, it's a quiet conversation in a crowded hallway. It's sharing a pair of headphones on the bus ride home. It's the comforting presence of someone who knows you better than anyone else. This narrative challenges our idea of what romance should look like, reminding us that the most profound connections are often the ones that grow slowly and steadily, like a deep-rooted tree. The story is told from both of their perspectives, giving us a complete picture of their emotional worlds. We get to hear his internal monologue, filled with his fears of ruining their friendship. Then, we switch to her point of view, seeing her frustration and confusion over their complicated dynamic. This dual perspective is crucial. It lets us in on their secrets, their insecurities, and their deepest desires. We know things that they don't know about each other, which makes watching their interactions incredibly engaging. We're rooting for them to just talk to each other, to finally bridge the gap between their inner thoughts and their outward actions. Let's talk about the heartache. No high school love story is complete without it. But here, the heartache isn't just about misunderstandings or love triangles, though those elements are present. It's about the internal struggle. It's the pain of wanting to be with someone, but being terrified of what that means. It's the heartache of seeing your best friend with someone else and having to pretend you're happy for them. It's the feeling of being completely lost in your own emotions. The story handles this with so much sensitivity, reminding us that teenage feelings are valid and incredibly powerful. It normalizes the confusion and pain that often come with first love. And then, the moment we've all been waiting for, the confession. After all the awkward glances, the near misses, and the emotional turmoil, we finally get to see them lay their hearts on the line. But it doesn't happen in a grand, cinematic way. It's quiet, intimate, and incredibly vulnerable. It's a conversation that has been building for years, a culmination of every shared laugh and every silent moment. The relief and beauty of this scene are earned because we've been on this slow, winding journey with them. We've seen them grow, not just towards each other, but as individuals. This story isn't just for people who have experienced a slow-burning high school romance. It's for anyone who appreciates a story with depth, emotional honesty, and relatable characters. It reminds us of the intensity of our first real crush, the complexities of friendship, and the courage it takes to be vulnerable. It's a story that will make you smile, make your heart ache, and maybe even make you look back on your own teenage years with a new sense of understanding and nostalgia. The journey from friendship to love is a timeless one, and this tale tells it with a fresh, modern, and incredibly heartfelt voice. Ultimately, this is a story about connection in its purest form. It's about finding that one person who sees you, truly sees you, and choosing to open your heart to them. Despite the fear and uncertainty, it celebrates the small, everyday moments that build a relationship, proving that they are just as important, if not more so, than the big, dramatic ones. It's a love story that feels real because it embraces the imperfections and messiances of life and love. Thank you so much for watching and exploring this beautiful story with me today. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into stories that touch the heart. See you in the next video.